Hi, welcome to the channel again. My name is Kubeir. In case you didn't know that, I am an ICCRC licensed immigration consultant. Nirali says, when can we expect FSW Draw? I mean, nowadays when I listen to this question, I sort of, in my mind, I'm already laughing like that kind of a silly, stupid thing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of you in any manner. What I'm trying to say is this particular question has become a joke because nobody knows absolutely. IRCC has slapped us on our face plenty of times, tap, 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 saying, how dare you make predictions? How dare you come and announce these dates? Have we told you that? No. How dare you? So whenever we try to make a prediction, it has actually gone contrary to that. So now we rather not make any predictions and hope that IRCC suddenly wakes up tomorrow and says, okay, enough is enough. Let's do a draw. So your guess is as good as mine, to be very honest. Amin says, I have submitted my application last week, CRS score 475. Do you think it's a good score? I think it's a pretty good score. You have submitted, you haven't submitted. I don't think you've submitted your application. What you probably mean is you have created your express entry profile. Do I think it's a good score? Well, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at this. And somehow we tend to do this every week, right? All right, so this is better in the screen. Okay, so this is the express entry pool. Okay, and this is October of 12th, 2021. And total number of candidates in the pool are 183,133. They've actually gone up from the last time we saw the pool breakdown. I think about by 1,000, 1,500 people have gone up. Now, if you see this section, okay, and the reason why I'm going through this is that if you have a CRS score, you don't have to ask me what your chances are. You can simply go to the express entry profile pool and see it for yourself. You yourself will be able to know what your chances are or what you think is a good score or a bad score. 601 plus we will not talk about because those are PNP applications. So they will get their invite at some point of time anyways. These 3,225, they have actually gone up. Last time we checked the pool breakdown, they were somewhere in the range of 2,800. So there are 500 more people who have gone up in this particular section here. And 451 to 500 is 40,000 people. So if you are at a score of 451 to 460, you know for a fact you have got lot to worry about, especially with the express entry. But 491 to 500, there are 1,800 people. 481 to 490, there's a big chunk, huge chunk of people here. 4,796, almost 4,800 people. And then comes this section, 471 to 480, which is 12,820. If I was to total these all up, and actually I did this yesterday, this comes to a total of 22,690. 22,690 people in the profile with scores of more than 471 and above. And somehow we do this every particular week because this question is so pretty common, right? What do you think are your chances with that score of 475? Let me not say it's a good score or not. Why don't you tell me if it's a good score? It is a great score, mind you, right? To be a 475 means you are 29 years old, master's degree, 3 years of work experience. You have CLB 9 in 2 language factors and you have CLB 10 in 2 language factors. And you obviously do not have any connection to Canada in any manner. So no siblings, no French language points, no work experience, no education, nothing. And then your score is 475. Under normal circumstances, people would have killed to, get this kind of score because this is just amazing score. Under the current situation, when IRCC has just sealed their lips and not talking about what's going on, it's very worrying. You do not know exactly if it's a good score or not because for 475 to strike, so many things have to happen. And what are these so many things? First of all, IRCC has to start conducting their draws again, okay? And since you haven't mentioned whether you are a CEC or you are a federal skilled worker, I am going to assume you're a federal skilled worker because if you were a CEC, you wouldn't be worrying about your scores at this point of time. Though there have been no draws for CEC for almost a month, even with 475, you know for a fact you're pretty safe because whenever IRCC will conduct whenever IRCC will conduct CEC draws or all program draws, CECs will probably get through pretty quick depending on what kind of draws that they do. Now, if you're a federal skilled worker, you have plenty of things to be thinking about. 22,000 people in the pool. How many draws will happen? That is, first thing is when the draw will happen. First, that is the first thing that has to happen. When the draw will happen, and then how many invitations are they issuing? If they're going to issue only 3,000, 2,000 or small number of invitations, there are 22,000 people in the pool with a score of 471 and above. When do you think it will strike to 470s, or it will come down to 470s? If they will issue only 3,000 ITAs. If they issue 6,000 ITAs, then you know it will take at least 3 rounds of invitations for the scores to drop down. When can we expect them to do the draws? I would love to see the draws happen next week. You'll not believe, I have this small box of firecrackers, those happy celebratory firecrackers that I've been holding on to, with the hope that every week, that this week I'm going to use them to make a video announcing that the draws are happening, and yay, and dance with it, and probably beat a drum and sort of sing something and all that rubbish. But the draws haven't happened. When they will happen, nobody knows, and whoever is predicting is all BSing. Okay. Because we all learned from my own, I have learned from my own this thing, that predictions are not helping in this case, because I was predicting and it fall boom flat on my face and nothing else there. So when the draws will happen, how many invitations per draw are they going to issue? That will define whether your score is a good score or not. Until such time, you can only wait either for the score or for the draws to start happening when they will happen, or 2, try to increase the score so that you stay on the upper crust of these profiles, so that as and when the draws start happening, at least you get picked up. Apart from that, PNP is always a good option. If you get invited by Alberta or Ontario, then by all means, just take it and run with it. Don't think about it. Don't think about anything about, maybe you will get a direct draw, maybe you will get a direct invite. Don't think about it. You get it and you run with it. That's it. Okay. Apart from that, you probably can look at French as a second language if you want. Learn listening and speaking can add up to 6 points in your score if you wish to, and that's always a good idea to have that available in your score. So those are a few of the things that you can do in your current status. Jasmeet says, 483 FSW candidate, should I look forward to studying in Canada? Okay, we just discussed the pool breakdown. Go into the pool breakdown, look at it yourself and see what you want to do. If I was in your place, I probably would start exploring options. I would not sign up for for studying yet, at least not just yet. But I would probably look at Jan intake is already it's too late for Jan intake. So I probably would look at May intake. I would find the college. I would, identify the college, probably even apply for the college. And I would hold on to my acceptance letter because within this year or early next year, if there are no draws happening, that would only mean that there are more and more and more people in the profile. With that happening, I might consider going for a study visa. But until such time, I would probably wait. 483 is a pretty hot score. And you probably would, within by the second or the third draw, it should get called out. Again, it all depends on how many invitations are being issued. That would largely define, but I would wait. I would wait for some time. Jeevan says, I'm currently at 477, not 2174. If we do not claim my wife's masters, our CRS drops to 467. I'm hoping that puts us in a good contention for OINP tech draw. Well, absolutely go ahead and do that. And I actually did a video on this as to how you can reduce your scores. I never thought I'd have to do a video on how you can reduce your scores, but we did that anyways. So by all means do that. Because if there is to be a federal skilled worker program, all program draw, 477 is not getting picked up in the first 1-2 draws. Anyways, we know that already. Okay. So you're safe. You're not going to miss that. But if there is a tech draw, which may happen next week, which may happen the week following, which may happen the next month, but you will definitely miss out on your ITA. So by all means, definitely reduce your score, come back to 467. If and when there is an all program draw, then you can always change back again and then claim that. That is not a problem. You should definitely go for it. Brihat says, my CRS is going down to 471. Should I wait another 1 year or find other options? Absolutely find another options. You should not wait at all. If you can find another option, take it. Why would you wait for December? What is making you wait till December? If you have an option that exists now, go ahead and take it. Don't wait for anything else. Shruti Patel says, would it be wise to apply for student visa if my AOR is October 13th? My status is eligibility pass, security not stated, medical about to get expired. What are the chances of getting COPR? Well, if you've already submitted your application, this is a waiting game, but you want to come to Canada sooner or faster, by all means, go ahead and apply your study permit application. There is nothing else I can tell you. If you are really in a rush, there is something really, really pressing and compelling which makes you wanting to come to Canada now, and you just cannot wait, and you would rather spend $20,000 on an international student fee, then by all means apply. And when you will apply, make sure you express dual intention and provide a proper explanation as to why you want to come to Canada at this point of time versus waiting to get your application approved. If you're not following us on Instagram, well, that's the link, which you should. I still do not see too many thumbs up. Don't you guys want to help other people out there who might get benefit out of all this questions that we have answered, out of all this information that we have shared? I wanted to see you hitting some more thumbs up button very quickly now itself. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That is a link. By all means, make an appointment. We will be able to discuss your application in detail. After all, I am an ICCRC licensed immigration consultant. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.